guys! Today we are doing it. We're talking about it. The best way you can currently make money and get super wheel spins in Forza Horizon 5. Let's dive right into it, starting with super wheel spins. So, first things first, you need a certain car if you want to do this as efficiently as possible. Keep in mind, you can technically do it with any car, but it is 2 to 3 times more efficient to use this Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza Edition. The Forza Edition is very important. Then you're gonna come on over to Creative Hub, Event Labs, and Event Blueprints, and you're gonna search for a very specific blueprint. And this is the blueprint you're gonna be searching for. If it doesn't show up right away, restart your game. The event hasn't been taken down. This event has been in the game for over a year and a half, probably even longer. So it's 100% working. Just make sure you reset your game. Sometimes Forza glitches. Then you're going to launch it as solo and make sure you select the Sesto Elemento Forza Edition. And one thing I forgot to mention, make sure under car mastery, when you go to like edit the car and everything, you've used all your skill points to fill out every single square on the Sesto Elemento, except for extra life. You don't need extra life, but every other square you should fill out. Now, when you load in, there are a few settings you have to change. The main ones being go on auto steering and shifting on automatic. It doesn't matter what your credit boost is. You're not doing this for credits. You're doing this for skill points. And then you're going to load into the event and you're pretty much just going to hold down your gas. You don't want to go too fast, but you also don't want to go too slow. You may screw the event up a couple times, but you'll find a happy medium that works best for you. Maybe around 180 miles per hour, maybe around 200. We're doing pretty okay going 200, but you're just going to stay in a straight line. That's all you have to do. And then you're going to finish the event like this. You're not going to necessarily see anything pop up, but you can just go ahead and click Y to restart the event, and your rewards will stack up. But I'm not going to do that. So you get 9 to 10 skill points every single time you run this event. And I'm going to go show you how to spend those, because you probably don't know. I haven't done a video on this in a very long time. So you're going to go to car collection, and then you're going to go to the category of peel. And then you are going to purchase the Peel Trident for 25,000 credits. Now, this has been working in the game for an incredibly long time. Forza used to patch this actually very quickly, but as of lately, for some reason, they've kind of just left this in the game, and it's very broken. So then you're going to go to your peels. You might have a few of them. You're going to go to whatever one says new, because that means it's been untouched by you, and it's going to still have the super wheel spin attached. Then you'll go to upgrades and tuning, car mastery, and you're going to fill it out exactly like this to be as efficient as possible, and you will get a super wheel spin every single time. Keep in mind, you max out at 1,000 skill points, so don't bother saving anything above that. But it's just rinse and repeat. From every super wheel spin, you're probably going to get more than 25,000 credits, which is what it costs to buy the car. So it's pretty much a fun infinite money method. But let's get into the actual money method. And there's actually 2. Now, if you want the easy one that everyone can do without any practice, just skip past this part of the video. But this is the best way you can make money, and it's a little trickier. But if you're getting bored by the other method, do this one. And what it involves is going to the festival playlist and seeing what new car they've added week by week. So this week, it's the Mercedes-Benz E55 AMG. Next week, BMW, and the week, and so on and so forth. So whatever your current week is, you're gonna go to the auction house, if I can remember what year it was, and you're gonna search for that car. And I believe this is our car right here. And when you search, none are gonna show up, but what you wanna do is auction snipe for that car and get as many as you possibly can. Now, if the car just released, if it's a Thursday and the car just came out that day, you're gonna find it harder for them to show up, but as the week goes on, it will come up with more and more. And a way you can get around this if you don't want to auction snipe for the current car is search for the last week's. You just make less money that way. Because every week a car releases, it starts at its minimum buyout price of a few 100,000 credits and rises slowly as more and more of them are sold and don't appear in the auction house. And generally, since that price starts at a few 100,000 credits, it ends up going all the way up to 20 million credits. But the thing is, you have to be patient. You have to be willing to hold on to the cars for at least a few weeks to allow them to hit that price point. And then you can turn 20 million credits into well over $500 million if you do it right and you're patient enough. This is how I get all my money for the videos where I buy your guys' cars. It's with this exact method, but let's move on to the easier one that everybody can do. So to start this method, you need a certain car. And that car is made by none other than Local Motors, and it's the Local Motors Rally Fighter 2014. And then you're gonna go to the car's mastery, and you're gonna make sure it's filled out exactly like mine is. If you don't have the mastery points, rewatch the beginning of this video. But this right here is the most important perk, giving 25% extra XP. If this hits 0, you can just repurchase it. I've repurchased this same perk about 10 times on this same car, so don't worry about it running out. And then we're gonna go to another event lab blueprint, which is right here. And this is the exact event right here. Again, if it doesn't work, same steps as the beginning, restart your Forza. It will eventually start it as solo. And of course, pick the right car. And again, if you don't have the time to grind all this stuff out, like you just want to play Forza with the cars, just get a modded account. There's nothing wrong with it. It allows you to use everything in the game if you don't have the time to grind it. I completely get it. But anyways, now we're gonna have to adjust a different difficulty setting that's actually very important, and it's to set your difficulty to unbeatable, because as you can see, we have a 100% credit boost, which means we're earning twice as much money. And then you're gonna start the race and you're gonna follow my exact steps. So essentially, we wanna go through that very first checkpoint there. Don't worry if the cars are getting away from you. You're gonna still win the race, but that's not really what matters in the end. So we'll go through this first checkpoint, take a hard right, and then there's gonna be some barrels over here that we wanna park ourselves into. So we're gonna ram this beehive composting thing out of the way. And once your front tires are in just like that, you're gonna hold your handbrake until the end of the race, which is about 30 seconds, so we will see you then. And just like that, the race is gonna end, and somehow, you're gonna get first place. And now the coolest part about this whole entire race, I think I've got a full prestige from just doing tutorials on this race alone. 95,000 XP, which is absolutely insane. It gets you minimum 3 wheel spins every single time. We got 2,000 credits, that's awesome. But as you're gonna see on the screen here, we're gonna level up a whole bunch. It's gonna go from level 171 up to level 174, which is 3 levels every single time you do it minimum. And then we're gonna get 528,000 credits. And that's it. It's the boring but most easy way you can make tons of money on Forza Horizon 5. If you boys enjoyed the video or I helped you in any way, let me know with a comment, subscribe, or a like down below, or all 3. If you enjoy Forza content, make sure you turn on post notifications. I post every 2 or every 3 days, depending on how I'm feeling. But as always, we'll see you boys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.